biggest influence when I was growing up, I probably had quite a few, to be fair. My mother for sure, from a family point of view. Single mother, worked unbelievably hard and probably taught me the values of hard work, which I've always fall back on. In terms of other people, as much as it's a club that I really don't like, Alex Ferguson. You know, I looked at the way his leadership and management of people, how that changed with players becoming multi-millionaires and how he adapted his management style and leadership style over the years. So he was somebody I always sort of looked up to with real interest. And probably Ron Dennis as well in terms of McLaren Formula One, because, you know, being a pretty big Formula One fan. Again, the intrigue of a multi-million pound company at the top of the game back then when I was younger. How he managed two top-level drivers with the egos involved and all that sort of stuff. So they'd probably be the biggest ones for sure. So within our own club, you know, we're quite fortunate who gives good advice. You know, we've got some really top people. You know, you only have to look at the board. They've all been very successful in their own rights, and I certainly, in my dealings with them, find them pretty inspirational on what they've achieved and how they go about it. And for them, then I think you look at some of our senior players. Russell Martin as a captain, certainly one of the best captains I've ever worked with and been around in terms of his leadership on and off the pitch. His way he talks and communicates with supporters, right down to an under-9 player within the academy, is pretty impressive. And then the club's probably full of people like that, you know, through Steve Stone as a managing director and the skill set that he sort of brings, you know, through to Phil Lithgow, who's our head player liaison officer, you know, and leadership and how he does it in his way. So, you know, our club is actually full of quite a lot of really experienced and good people. Best advice I've probably had is work hard and be honest. And if you do that, you've got half a chance of doing okay. Probably being told that hard work probably beats skill in the end, and I'm a massive believer in that, and it's something that in my career to date there's been lots of ups and lots of downs, and I think if you can always go back to that, it gives you a chance. I think also having tight people with you, so a group of people that you can trust and speak to about anything on is really vital. I don't speak to a lot of people. I don't have a big close-knit of friends within football or out of football, but the ones I have, I can speak about anything and trust them to give me a real honest sort of opinion. And I think that was probably good advice for me really early in my career, that get that tight group of people around you, because if you speak to 100 people, 100 people give you a different answer and 100 people might have a different agenda. Whereas if you have a tighter knit who you can, you know, deeply sort of trust, they can sort of help you get through, you know, some real challenging times.